Hello YouTube, Luke here again. Next deck profile here, my Hayate and reinforced deck. I accidentally stepped on the box a little while ago. Luckily only a couple of commons were damaged, so I was able to replace them. Right. Alright, starting off with zeros. So for Shamal, Hand of the Healing Wind. So all the other characters with Hayate and name gain 500, so 500 goggles for Hayates, and all other characters gain 500 power during your opponent's turn. So any Hayate out there will be plus 1000 during your opponent's turn, and anyone else will get that plus 500 during your opponent's turn. Yes, better than the Curse of the Book of Darkness, which is just a 500 global. 2 Shamal Overslept. It's a drop searcher, so when it's placed for end of the stage, you can pay 1, discard a card, get a magic or Hayate from your library to your hand. And now some Hayates, so that's just Hayate Yagami, just a 3k vanilla. This one for Hayate in Infirmary. Now, so this one it's like a trap in a sort of way. Okay, so if this is front attacked and you have this card in your hand, you can send this to the waiting room. This comes into the slot it was in, and then they have to attack this instead. Oops, anyway. One of the main cards of the deck for reinforced nap time. So it has a bond with the Hayate Unison in, which is these 4, you'll see them soon anyway. And basically, yeah, just discard a card and get the Hayate Unison in. It's has a combo with it, you'll see it later. And now onto all the level 1s. Okay, so we have the card shown before for Hayate Yagami, Hayate of the Yagami household. So 5/5 vanilla can be advanced summoned by the effect of Hayate in Infirmary. We have 2 Hayate Punishing Misbehaving Kids. It's a pay 1. It's 6/5. Its effect is you can rest 2 of your characters and give it 2000 power for the turn. So it does get pretty big, especially if you have back row as well. This one is one of the main cards of the deck. This is Hayate Happy Days. It has a climax combo. So its effect is put the top card of your library into your clock when time between just the 2 of us is put in the climax zone. You do that, so clock yourself from your library. Then you draw a card, and this gets plus 2000 until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's 4/5 to start with, so that'd be like, for the turn it'll be 7/5, and then at least 6/5 during your opponent's turn, depending on what you have in your back row. So let's see, and I have 2 backups here. They're just counters, just 1500s. Hayate free from curse, so no cost. Level 2s for reinforce Moment of Farewell. It's a level 2, pay 1 with 10,000 power. It has a bit of a drawback though. Now, at the start of your draw phase, you may put the top card of your library into your clock. If you don't, you send this to memory. So that's like the drawback of it having such a lot of power for only 1 cost. Now we have this card from before. This is Hayate Unison in. Now, it's a back rower as well. So all your other characters with either magic and or book, which is everything in this deck, is plus 1000, and also it has an advanced summon for a different card. So first off, you pay 2, then you send this, and you reinforce nap time to memory. You choose a Hayate and reinforces 1 from your waiting room and put it in the slot this was in. Got a bit dark all of a sudden, that's right. Okay, so now onto the level 3s. So the Hayate reinforces 1. It's quite got quite a few effects. Start off, it has recollection. So anyway, if you summon this by this effect, you're automatically going to have the 2 in there for the recollection effect, which is during your opponent's turn, if there are 2 or more other characters in memory with magic and or Hayate, it gains 2000 power during your opponent's turn. Also has a climax combo with the Petrifying Lance Mistletoe. So you pay 1, rest 2 of your standing magic characters, and the most likely back row. When this attacks, you can choose, so it gets 2000 power to begin with, and then you can choose up to 2 of your opponent's level 3 or lower cards, and they do not stand during the next turn. So if your opponent has a few of the level 3s that are resting because they just attack whatever, you can freeze them, basically, with the Petrifying Lance Mistletoe, so they can't stand the next turn. Or maybe your opponent has like a brainstormer in the back row. You don't want them searching for stuff like that. Also, when this is front attacked, you can look at the top card of your library. You either leave it there or you put it down the bottom. So if it's not a card that's going to cancel damage, you can send it to the waiting room. Or in the waiting room. Sorry, I said put it to the bottom of the deck. No, it either stays on top or goes to the waiting room. So you can get rid of a potential damage card to the waiting room and then hopefully maybe get a cancel. So yeah, this card is can be quite colossal. So it's 12 in your opponent's turn. If you have these, then it'd be 13 on yours, or 14 on your opponent's turn. A couple more level 3s. This is Hayate Master. Now, if there's a climax card in your opponent's climax zone, it gets encore discard a character from your hand. So that's only during your opponent's turn. Also, it heals 1 on play. And 1 Ragnarok Breaker Hayates, because quite a few effects. Okay, so when it's placed for the hand of the stage, you draw 2 and discard 1. Also has another effect. You pay 2 and you have to send 2 cards from your hand with either Hayate or Reinforce in its name. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, you may pay. If so, choose one of your opponent's characters, and that character cannot deal any damage this turn. So yeah, it's quite a steep cost. Pay 2 and discard 2. It stops your opponent from damaging you for at least 1 card anyway. Now we just have climaxes left. Time for just us 2. This is the climax combo with the level 1 Hayate over here. Happy days. It's a Soul Gate, which is really good. So you can get one of these back or get your Petrifying Lance back for your climax combos and 1k1. And finally, the Petrifying Lance Mistletoe. So it's a book trigger, so draw 1 when you reveal it from your check, and also it's just another 1k1. Yes, that's the deck profile for the Hayate and Reinforced deck. So until next time, thank you all for watching and see you again soon.